from Europe, France is now going through one of the biggest strike days in recent years as trade unions have made a show of unity to put pressure on the new Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu. Now, in order to rethink budget cuts and act on wages, pensions and public services. Now, according to police, about 800,000 people are expected to join marches across the country, affecting schools, rail and air transport as well. The day of demonstrations comes at a time of political crisis in France after French President Emmanuel Macron last week named his close ally Lecornu as the third Prime Minister in a year's period. We do know the previous two, François Bayrou and Michel Barnier, were ousted by the parliament amid bitter disagreements over the budget, particularly the cuts that have been taking place. Listen in to what the French Interior Minister has to say.
Oui, on a à la fois des tentatives de blocage, on l'a vu, j'en parlais avec le préfet de police il y a quelques instants. Sur Paris, autour de Paris, c'est des dépôts de bus, à Aubervilliers par exemple, à Saint-Denis. On a déjà débloqué un certain nombre de blocages, d'autres tentatives sont en cours, elles subiront le même sort, nous débloquerons les dépôts. Partout en France, il y aura la même règle. Et puis, nous attendons des milliers, sans doute 5, 6, 7, 8 000 ou plus peut-être, d'individus qui peuvent être dangereux, qui viendront pour semer le désordre et finalement pour voler cette journée aux manifestants qui veulent encore une fois manifester paisiblement.
Meanwhile, in Marseille, police have dispersed demonstrators with tear gas in the Joliet neighborhood. One person was thrown to the ground by law enforcement officers as protests continue to spread across the country following calls from trade unions. Still with us on the broadcast is Mr. Peter Baum, foreign editor of the Weekly Blitz, with us from London. Thank you so much for your patience. Now, we're discussing France. Of course, we've seen a period of political instability in the country. We've seen quick succession of different prime ministers take place. Third, within the span of a year, has now been sworn in. Demonstrations are continuing to rage as people are definitely protesting against the budget cuts that have been taking place. Where do you think all of this is heading to next?
Yeah, this is a decisive moment for the Macron government. Before I came on air, I was speaking to two colleagues very close to the French administration, both working in Paris, one journalist and one in a ministry for the French government. And the feeling is internally that Macron is hanging on by a thread. He may just survive this, depending on how many days.
Apologies to interject, sir. Apologies to interject, sir. We're interestingly getting some